Good morning and welcome to Daybreak Plus. Coming up on the show, an appeals court has dismissed a lawsuit against the Marshall Project for a second time. We'll go over what that means for the Ford battery plant.
All right, and then we're also talking about Chief Eric Windstrom leaving to go to Pensacola, Florida. We'll have an excerpt from his exit interview with Ken Kolker coming up.
Yeah, thanks for waking up with us. Happy Friday.
Friday.
No,
Man, I am so
it's
psyched. I can't even tell you.
Friday. During the whole show this morning in the big studio, we had a very Friday feel for sure.
Yep.
Yes.
Even at 4:30, you were just like,
I was
boom, ready
pumped.
to go.
I had
Matt
that.
was making fun of George for all these hand motions. So he was like,
Weather up.
he was like, I don't think you'll need the coat
Coat
today
on.
when you're driving. I don't
Driving
know.
to work.
It's just,
I love it because I get mocked all the time, especially from my wife. Says, you just love talking with your hands and arms. And like, well, I guess I chose the right business. And
Yeah,
followed
that's
the weather
true.
wall.
That's the way people talk. If you ever watch
Yeah.
people talk, that's what they do. They
Yeah.
talk with their hands. You gesticulate.
See, I know,
yes, that.
I know news directors that will just watch without sound what you look like. And, you know, if they present with their hands.
If you're just
look
sitting there
comfortable.
stiff as a
Yeah.
board.
If you can convey your message without even hearing you, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Matt, we want to talk about an anniversary coming up tomorrow, and not a very old one. Just a
No.
couple years ago, we had the Marshall tornado, May 2024. May? Why is this from May? This anniversary is tomorrow from
February.
the tornado. So I don't know if the video is from damage that still existed in May, perhaps, but yeah, this happened in February 28th, in fact.
This was before I moved to town.
I can
came in
assure you,
August.
no one in late February has, anything on their mind that, hey, there could be a tornado.
Right, it's
Usually-
unusual. We don't usually get
Highly
the
unusual.
temperature swings, right?
Huge. The record high that day was 73 degrees. And that tells me right away there was a big storm. And we're in the warm sector of that storm system. And this is a fear for meteorologists is nighttime tornadoes.
Yeah,
You know, 'cause you
12:30.
can't
That's
see 'em.
when this
Most
hit.
people are in bed. You're not hearing the warnings. They send out. So, or we send out. So,
It's important to have
yeah.
your phone set in a way that those alerts will come through, and usually they do
Yeah.
when you get a serious alert.
Yep. And this was serious. So, yeah, this goes to show you it can happen any time of year, even in Michigan. Ultra rare, but there's a case in point.
And we're not quite going to hit 70s, but today's going to be fairly warm.
Yeah,
right?
really nice. Yeah, sunshine, temperatures into the 50s inland and at the lakeshore. A little bit cooler with a south-southwest wind. You can see, take advantage of the snow. I wrapped up my last snow sport report yesterday, and here's the highlight with the snow on the ground. This looks to me to last a really good weekend to take advantage of the snow. Obviously, you're going to have to take advantage of it up to the north, which I plan to do. You plan to do.
Yep.
Skiing and me snowmobiling. You can see across UP. Now, this might be an issue. We had a story earlier about getting across the bridge. Why?
We did, yes. So they've closed it 4 times in the last
4 times
couple
the last
weeks.
couple weeks
yeah.
for
Because-
icicles.
When you get the wind,
Yeah.
and then it warms up just enough, it brings it all down from the cables and everything.
Right. And hopefully that is not the case. I've had that happen to me once going up.
That's
North-
so
I was
frustrating. That's the
infuriated.
way that you get there.
And we were halfway back and they opened up the bridge. I'm like, we did not turn around.
Yeah.
But anyway, look at the amount of snow up across UP. This is about the most I've seen in years across UP. So if you can get yourself across a bridge, you will be treated with a plethora of snow. Temperatures, this is why I say take advantage of it, because we have a nice warm trend heading our way as we head into March. This is the second week of March, and you can see not just above, but much above average temperatures in eastern half of the United States, including the Great Lakes. And
Even the eastern half of Michigan.
yeah, looks really good if you like the warm temperatures. And who doesn't? Even me, who loves the snow, come March, I'm ready.
You're right.
Same.
Yeah, bring
I
it
feel
on.
that.
At the same time, though, in the midst of these warm patterns, you can sometimes get a wet pattern as well, and that looks like that will be the case. Not just a little above average, but much above average. So that, to me, means maybe some convective rain convective meaning some thunderstorms.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
by which you mean.
Yeah, thunderstorms.
Thank you for us lay people.
You can see right now in Muskegon, beautiful sunrise, but there's some fog out there. Not so much in this view at the Grand Rapids, clear sky out there, but you can see there are some areas of fog. Not too widespread, kind of confined towards the Ravenna area, up towards Casanova or Fremont. And fortunately, it's not widespread. The wind is out of the south, and boy, that's going to be a player in our forecast today. It's going to pick up out of the south and just really draw in that warm air from the south. And you can see a cold front west of us, and that's also going to be a player in the forecast. So it's going to move through kind of a really dry atmosphere, so I'm not expecting any precip along it, but behind it, we will cool temperatures off. We'll start out in the 20s tomorrow, and I think 30s for daytime highs. Here's the broad view, kind of see where that front is off to our north and west. Now, if you look closely as it kind of dips into Minnesota and also North Dakota, there's no moisture along it. So that's why I think it's going to move through dry, because there's not much moisture here and when it moves through as well. Let's play it through in the Futurecast. You can see a few clouds come in tonight, but overall, a fairly quiet night, even with that cold front moving through. And then very quickly, I think tomorrow we'll see the clouds come in. Very early in the morning, I think we'll see a little bit of sunshine. And then notice the left side of the screen, some moisture gathering, and that moisture is going to pivot eastward and give us a good chance of snow. Forecast models look like basically from Grand Rapids northward, the best chance of accumulating snow. And this is kind of how it looks at this point. Holland, Lansing, northward, about 1 to 2 inch snow to shovel by Sunday morning. Lesser amounts to the south. Not a big event. We kind of had that earlier in the week when we had that 1.5 inches of snow in Grand Rapids and area-wide. Forecast models kind of have us right around 1 inch, 1.5 inches in the Grand Rapids. 8-day forecast.
Okay.
There's your warm-up next week.
Bookends, 50 bookends.
Yeah, right. And the forecast model's been all over the place for next week, but there is some consensus now coming in on Tuesday. A messy mix is possible. May have to bump up that percentage a little bit. Wednesday looks like some sunshine, then later in the week, warming up. Could see initially with that push of warm air, wintry mix, especially north of Grand Rapids on Thursday, and then Friday just looks like a chance of rain overall. And you saw the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook.
Yeah.
Once we get beyond that, we'll probably add some 60s to the forecast.
Whew.
That's going to feel
But
good.
it's a tease because it's not going to stick around.
Yeah,
Probably, maybe.
Probably, maybe. You sound like a meteorologist. Yeah, 50% chance, probably, maybe.
A little this, a little that.
Should I say the
Partially
thing?
cloudy.
I wish I could
Partially
only
sunny.
be right half the time
Yeah, right.
and
Oh
keep
my
my
gosh.
job.
Wish I had a 20 spot every time I heard that.
Right.
You know? Trust me, if we were only right half the time, I would not have a job.
Yeah, the Storm Teammate accuracy rating is pretty high.
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
good.
We belong to this weather rate for the past several years, and we've been top every single time.
You guys are great. We love you. So have fun this weekend, Matt. Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
snowmobiling.
Snowmobile.
Don't break a leg.
Thank you. Skiing. We'll share pictures on Monday.
Yes.
George is gonna go run some stairs.
Maybe.
Maybe, probably.
relax.
Probably,
He might just run to his
Maybe.
favorite restaurant.
We'll see you Monday.
All right, sounds
Thanks,
good.
Matt.
Have a good
Have a
one.
great weekend.
We have a lot to get to coming up. We have a big show today,
Big show, really big show.
including a new segment.
Oh my.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Oh boy.
We're talking tariffs. So, yeah, good luck to us.
Yeah.
But we'll be right back.
Tariffs not going away.
Welcome back to Daybreak Plus. Guess who it is? We have a special guest in the
Special
in the
guest.
Wood TV
We're
Plus
full of
studio.
surprises.
We are. Tessa Kresch is here.
Tessa Kresch in the house.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for hanging out. We are going to talk to Tessa in a few minutes, but first, we're going to get into our rundown stories. And at the top of the list today is the fact that an appeals court has dismissed a lawsuit against the Marshall Project, which is the Ford battery plant. And this is the second time an appeals court has dismissed it.
Josh Sanchez has been on this story all morning long for us, and he's got an update.
The case has been brought up to Michigan judges before. This time, the Michigan Supreme Court had the Court of Appeals review the ruling through the lens of another case out of northern Michigan. Now, the Court of Appeals said in its ruling that the Committee for Marshall, not Megasite, did have standing to seek a judgment related to the Master 425 agreement. Now, that agreement set up the joint planning commission between the city and township of Marshall. However, the court said that the committee was suing to void the ordinance that led to the rezoning for the battery plant. The group claimed that the city gave up its zoning authority under the contract, but the court said that wasn't the case. They said the committee, quote, misplaced emphasis on the terms of control and land use. The city of Marshall mayor said the ruling was released.
Every time you go into a court, you don't know exactly what the outcome's going to be. So we were confident that we had the proper legal footing, but you always want to make sure you're prepared for the unexpected.
I spoke with a member of the Committee for Marshall, not Megasite yesterday over the phone, and they say the ruling is disappointing, and they questioned some of the appeal court's reasoning. Now, the group is expected to meet with their attorney today to work on next steps. In the Kalamazoo studio, Josh Sanchez, News 8.
Okay, the next story has to do with doxing in Grand Rapids, and it goes back to the shooting where a police officer for the Grand Rapids Police Department shot and killed Daquan Johnson. This man posted on Facebook sharing information that he claimed was the name of the officer who shot Daquan.
The officer, his family members, where his children went to school, but it turns out it was not the right person.
It was wrong.
And this guy's name is Michael Buxton. He was arraigned yesterday morning on one count of unlawful posting of a message and one count of using a computer to commit a crime.
Yeah, the officer, the person whose name he shared, which was not the correct name, ended up having to leave his house.
Took his family with him.
Took his family with them. They were dealing with a lot of threats.
They got some threats, that's right.
Now, the police chief, Eric Winstrom, we know his last day is coming up. We have a little more insight this morning into why he's leaving. He did an exit interview with our Ken Kolker.
He did say that there was some anti-police rhetoric, and that's one of the reasons why he is heading to Pensacola to take the top job there.
That's a $25,000 pay cut. Ken Kolker asked him, is that telling? And he said that it should be. Here's a part of that interview.
We know that 90% of the city appreciates us, loves us, but those aren't the voices that get amplified, and that is frustrating.
Did that kind of drive you out? Is that?
Well, it certainly didn't help.
One of the things that Winstrom talked about in his interview with Ken Kolker was how much the city commission allowed people to come in and speak against the police. He feels that it's a small percentage of the people in Grand Rapids who are against police, but he thinks that the city commission gave them too much of a voice, and he said that that does play a role in why he's leaving.
And certainly that's something that can impact the morale of the department.
Also this morning, we're looking at this national theft ring, but Kent County's involved in it. So here it started with a call that deputies responded to for a home invasion. And pretty soon they realized this is a lot bigger than one home invasion in Kent County. This goes across the country.
One of the largest multi-state burglary rings going on, targeting a lot of small business owners, immigrants from the Middle East and Asia. And in one of these, the one that you mentioned, $250,000 worth of jewelry, cash, and other valuables was taken from a home.
And the sheriff is saying this is very well researched, well planned. This wasn't somebody checking doors to see what's unlocked and let me go inside. They were essentially stalking.
Casing places.
Yeah, casing, that's a better word. These people for weeks beforehand to see their habits so that they knew, and then using force to get into the home. And $250,000 worth of stuff. They knew what they were doing. They even checked how far away are police departments, like how quickly can the police get here? What are the response times? So they knew how much time they would have in these places.
There were also 19 other burglaries across the country, so they think it's a South American theft group.
And in total, in those 19 burglaries, the amount of valuables that they took was worth more than $1 million.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to talk tariffs now. FedEx executives have promised to return money to customers if they can get it back from the government now that the Supreme Court has overturned or rejected President Trump's tariffs.
They filed a lawsuit in the U.S. Court of International Trade requesting back what they've given through the president's tariffs.
Since the Supreme Court overturned or rejected the tariffs, there have been a lot of other companies that have filed similar lawsuits. This brings us to our new segment. Explain it like I'm 5.
Please do.
Why aren't prices coming down since the Supreme Court ruled that President Trump's tariffs are illegal? So we will try to answer that question for you. First of all, it's obviously, it's not that simple, right?
No.
The ruling happened, but these prices were already set. Let's just start with what a tariff is, okay? A tariff is a tax on stuff America buys from other countries. So if you're a kid, if we're explaining it like I'm 5, imagine your parents charge you extra money. Imagine your parents charge you extra money every time you borrow your friend's toy. That's like a tariff. Other countries don't pay it. The companies here pay it and then typically pass the charges down.
Right to the consumer.
Right to the consumers. So that's what a tariff is. And yeah, this is not something that other countries are paying. It's, Americans and then,
And let me just say this. Even though the Supreme Court ruled against the president on this particular set of tariffs, that's just one tool. There are other laws, and he's gone ahead and imposed tariffs using another law.
Right.
So we don't know how that's going to play out.
We have the 10% global tariffs.
Right.
So there's a lot of uncertainty. So that's one reason companies may not just drop their prices right away, because they don't know what's going to happen and what other laws there might be to justify other tariffs. Also, they've already set their prices.
Prices have been set, and it's going to take a while to see those prices really change.
The other thing is, even if there are refunds for tariffs, those will go to the companies. And now FedEx has said they'll pass it on to you. That doesn't mean that everybody will. So that's it. That's our...
There it is.
Explain it like I'm 5. I was trying to find it again. Here it is. I just want to show it one more time.
I love that graphic.
It was fun to put together.
So that's great graphic.
That's our explanation. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's do whatever you want, because it's Friday.
I want to talk to Tessa.
Let's talk to Tessa. She's
Hi,
here.
Tessa.
Good morning. Hi.
First, let's just get it right to it. How long have you been at the station?
I am coming up on 1 year. March 3rd is officially makes it 1 year as a reporter here at Wood.
Yay. Well, so just to give you some background, Tessa has been training how to use this system in here, which is kind of a new system.
It's a little complicated, but it's really impressive, Teresa.
Oh,
Everyone
thank
should
you.
be really impressed with what you're doing.
You're picking it up very well. So you'll see Tessa in here more frequently. She'll join us on the show. We're even going to put her in charge of running the board and everything.
Oh, my.
I think here one of these days.
Glad
What do you think
someone
about
can do
that?
Yeah, exactly. And one
Putting
day
you-
you'll be
putting
able
you
to do
on
it.
camera.
Oh, hello.
How have you enjoyed your time here?
It's been great. I've loved West Michigan. I've loved Grand Rapids. I've loved the people that I work with here. And I really love my job. I mean, I think it's really cool that every single day I'm doing something different. I'm talking to different people. And every morning I wake up, the world is my oyster.
Yeah.
Still have no idea what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
So don't ask
You'll
me
find
about
out in about an hour,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
And we should also point out you went to Michigan State.
I sure
Yes.
did.
Yes.
Go green.
Go white.
Yes.
That's what
Big
you
win
say when someone's
yesterday.
right.
Good job.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I'm a little behind the times I've been here a year and a half.
You'll get there.
You'll get there.
Other people would argue you don't say that at all.
Some would.
Well,
Some
Tessa,
would.
thank you for hanging out with us this morning.
Absolutely.
She'll
It's
be
been
back.
so great hanging out with you just because our different schedules, we
Yeah,
don't really
we
have
don't always
much
get to
crossover.
do
this. Yeah.
So this is awesome.
She'll be back next week.
Yes.
All right.
And we are going to talk about what we have coming up, which is getting...
Celebrity birthdays.
That is one of the things.
What else?
We're going to get you ready for the weekend.
Oh, Miranda's in the house.
Miranda.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Welcome
And we're
back
back.
to Daybreak Plus on a
Here we
Friday. What do we have, Teresa?
You tell me, George, because this is your deal.
This is my brainchild, the birthdays.
He loves this.
I love
and I love that
celebrity
you
birthdays. It just gives me great pleasure.
love it. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Joanne Woodward,
Yeah.
96 years old. Married to Paul Newman.
You deserve a birthday shout out when you're 96.
She has been, is it Alzheimer's she's been dealing with?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, since 2007. Still lives in Westport, Connecticut.
Timothy Spall is 69 years old today.
Harry Potter. How
That's
about
right. He's a complicated character in that movie.
that? Yeah.
Adam Baldwin.
Not related to the other Baldwins, by the way.
No.
Full Metal Jacket.
Wonder how he feels about that. 64 today.
Uh-huh.
Adrian Smith. This picture. I didn't know what pictures they chose. That's what they chose.
Guitarist and Iron Maiden.
Yeah. So it makes sense, but
Rock star.
rock star.
Uh-huh. Who do we have next?
James Worthy.
NBA's
Some sports
legend,
in there.
7-time All-Star, 3 NBA championships, Lakers star, James Worthy.
Let's
Big
go
game James.
Politics now. Chelsea Clinton. Politics adjacent.
The only child of Bill and Hillary.
46 years old today.
Happy birthday, Chelsea.
Her parents have both been testifying in D.C. this week.
They've been a little tied up this
tense
week.
time for them. On this day in Michigan history, we're going back to 1902.
Oh, yes. This is interesting.
I don't think I did this. This is my... Yes, well, just go ahead. Yeah, tell us what happened
was
on
the
this day in
first
1902, George.
Detroit Auto Show.
Yep.
It was actually held at the Detroit Light Guard Armory back in 1902. And man, that auto show is huge every year.
I'm trying
and these
to
are
find
not
it.
autos, but you get the picture.
There we go.
There are autos.
Pretend like you
the
didn't
Grand
see
Rapids
anything
one.
else.
When was the Grand Rapids
This
one?
is
Just,
the only
just
thing
a month
you've
ago
seen.
or so?
We just had it, yeah.
Yeah, not too long ago.
So
I used to get to the
Detroit
one in
Auto Show.
Chicago when I worked in Chicago 10, 12 years
it's
ago.
always fun to go see the sparkly
Yeah,
new cars.
see the nice cars that you can't afford.
That too. We want to get you ready for the weekend.
Oh, yeah. Miranda's in the house.
It's the weekend and butterflies are officially blooming at the Frederick Meyer Gardens. This is something we wait for every single year, and on Sunday's the grand opening day, but you can come a little early because they are definitely here and ready to say hello. Other fun things going on around West Michigan. It's the Home and Garden Show. Bring the kids down to DeVos Place in downtown Grand Rapids. You'll experience all kinds of great ideas to get your home ready for spring and summer, plus all the beautiful garden and landscaping ideas. And kids love to check it all out. Now, if you have a little prince or princess at home, dress them up and bring them to Princess Night at the Grand Rapids Griffins. This is so cool. They have over 25 princes and princesses that you can have photos with and enjoy a great time. Plus, you're cheering on the amazing Grand Rapids Griffins. Now, if you've been planning to check out World of Winter, guess what? It's the final weekend. So put this one on the calendar, come to downtown Grand Rapids, walk around, check out all kinds of incredible exhibits. It's absolutely free, but it's the final weekend for World of Winter. If you're looking for more ideas for free and affordable fun, head to our website, woodtv.com. Make it a beautiful weekend where you live.
Lots of fun to be had this weekend.
Yeah, I remember going to see the butterflies last year. It was my first year here. I got to
fun.
go check that out. So here it comes. Every year you'll start to see those same stories over and over again.
That's when you know.
That's
right?
when you know.
You're
You've
getting
been here a little
comfortable.
while. Yeah.
Imagine, I grew up here.
You've seen a couple cycles.
A few. Okay, that's it. We're
Well,
out of time.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, we'll see you back here Monday. We'll have a lot to talk about.